This is He Knows His Sport, bringing you that heat and that fire. Ooh, woo. That boy looking fresh, dog. You know, we had to fresh that thing up, dog. Anyways, on to the video, man. Old Chicken George, a.k.a. Casual Boxing Talk. It's been a while since I ethered and murked. I'm on that ethering and that murking right about now. That ethering and that murking today. Chicken George. This motherfucker just dropped a video today talking about Sergey Lipinets. According to supposedly Lamont Peterson, hits harder than Errol the True Spence. Okay. So how come it took Sergey Lipinets longer to drop Errol the True Spence? I mean, to drop Lamont Peterson than it did Errol the True Spence. I'm going to say that again. How come it took Sergey Lipinets longer to drop Lamont Peterson than it did Errol the True Spence? Did Errol the True Spence drop Lamont Peterson? No. But it's worse when a towel is thrown in than you actually having the towel thrown in because you were knocked out later. Mind you, Barry Hunter threw that towel in the Errol the True Spence fight versus Lamont Peterson earlier than the 11th round. Earlier. So if Sergey Lipinets was landing harder shots, wouldn't he have gotten Lamont Peterson out of there earlier? What was the TKO round stoppage? Y'all tell me. I want to know. Was it in the 10th? Errol the True Spence got that motherfucker out of there earlier. So what are y'all talking about, man? See, this is the stuff that I'm talking about, man. And cats need to higgity fucking hush. This motherfucker's a Chicken George motherfucker. That's what's wrong when you got that Chicken George mentality and that Chicken George complex. A motherfucker's all over the place. He's ADHD, man. You know what I'm saying? He has a mental diagnosis that's unheard of. They need to create a DSM-6 book for his ass. When you listen to this dude talk, man, the dude just sounds like he needs to go fuck a chick, dog. I'm going to say that again, man. A motherfucker sound like he need to go fuck a chick. He sound like he got too much testosterone in him, dog. You know what I'm saying? You know how when cats have that testosterone, they all over the fucking place. But no girl want to fuck his uncoordinated ass. The motherfucker dressed like he's in the fucking 80s or the 90s. Yes, like he Ric Flair or something. Styling and profiling. Woo! I'm going to say it again. For the old school cats, they know what I'm talking about. They can appreciate that. Motherfucker dressed like he's Ric Flair. Styling and profiling. Woo! The motherfucker sound like fucking shit. That's what he sounds like, man. You know? He's just a fucking Chicken George motherfucker, man. Yes, master. Yes. Yes. Okay. That's what the fuck he is. You know? It's just the truth. When you listen to this dude talk, nothing about what he says has substance in it. His hate for Errol the True Spence is ridiculous. Weight bully? You make weight in your weight class, you are not a weight bully. Shout outs to D. Jefferson, man. You know what I'm saying? Cat think I don't give him enough props. I'm giving you props here because he said that emphatically. If a cat is making weight, how the fuck are they a weight bully? You know, where did we get this weight bully term from? Shout outs again to D. Jefferson. See, when somebody says something, I give them credit. I don't know why D don't think that. I give cats credit. You know, and I regurgitate what other cats say. Just like I deserve and I want my damn credit and I want my concessions. When somebody says some shit that's impactful, I will give them all the credit. That's how I roll, man. Credit, it cuts both ways. It's mutual. There's no such thing as weight bully, man. All these fighters should be fucking weight bullies. All of them blow up in weight between fights. Why are we not talking about them? Why is the emphasis on Errol the True Spence? Cats want to sit here and just continue to go after him. If it's not Chicken George, then it's Bad Fella because of his obese condition. Not Goodfella, fucking Bad Fella. Shout outs to Daniel H. Alexander because he gave me those nicknames and I'm running with that shit. I told you, if I didn't say it, I'm going to give credit where credit's due and I'm going to regurgitate it. You got a Chicken George motherfucker that's all over the place. Looks like, when he's talking, the screen wants to fall. You got a bad fella motherfucker that's, mind you, selling health products. Health fucking products. And the motherfucker weigh about 400-500 pounds. These are the haters of Errol the Truth Spence. Now, if I was Errol Spence and I was sitting back looking at it and I was like, damn, one motherfucker that got a serious mental condition, another motherfucker that's obese as fuck, and they hating on me, gosh, they must really hate their lives to be sitting there and coming after me. These are the cats that's hating on Errol the Truth Spence. Sergey Lipinets? I would like to see Errol the Truth Spence versus a Sergey Lipinets fight. I want to see the both of them in the ring. And we'll find out who will squeal like a fucking pig. We're going to find out who gets knocked the fuck out. I guarantee you it'll be Sergey Lipinets that'll be on that floor. I guarantee you he'll be bulldozed. You heard Errol the Truth Spence, man, when he was talking to Yella Beezy, the Dallas rapper. What'd he tell him? What'd he say? He told that motherfucker, I'm done with all this boxing shit. That shit was boring, man. I did it so I can let y'all know that I have another arsenal and I have another gear. You know what I'm saying? And I can bring out a new wrinkle. And trust and believe, there's way more to the tool yard in the tool yard in the tool shed. I can bring out these tools. But I'm going right back to bulldozing motherfuckers. You heard him. He said, I'm going back to bulldozing niggas. That was his term. I'm going back to bulldozing niggas. That means he's coming back with the original, levying onslaught of the tactical aggression, technical punching placement, and body snatching work style. That means he's getting motherfuckers out of there. So he could send a message that he did not get Mikey Garcia out of there because he didn't want to. Is Errol the Truth Spence a one-hit punching power guy? No. He beats you up by accumulation of punches. That is correct. That is the only thing that these motherfuckers say that's correct. But don't get it twisted. He didn't invest early on in the Mikey Garcia fight in the body. Go look at the fight. He was doing a lot of head hunting, a lot of slickster shit, back foot pedaling, evading punches, slipping punches, coming in and out, and really just doing a boxing clinic, outboxing little Mikey, a.k.a. the little engine that couldn't. Motherfucker that's still pissing amber and concussed somewhere. That's what he was doing. But if he wanted to get his ass out of there, he could have just went ahead and bulldozed his ass. And then the same critics would have turned around and said, oh, Errol the Truth Spence, he only got one arsenal with him. He just knows how to bulldoze motherfuckers. He don't have no boxing ability. That's what they would have said. They would have gave him credit for the knockout, right? But then they would have turned around and said, there's no new wrinkle. He only has one style. And this is what I'm learning with Errol the Truth Spence. You damned if you do and you damned if you don't. And y'all sitting here getting y'all boxing commentary from a chicken George, mentally disturbed, mentally ill, need to be in a sane asylum motherfucker. Y'all getting y'all boxing commentary from a motherfucker that is fat as fuck, obese as shit, and selling health products? How does that work? When you see the motherfucker, he look and feel like shit. Probably can't even fuck. I'm gonna say that again. Motherfuckers, go look at one of the y'all know me, man. Hey, when I come to Ether and Murk, I go for the fucking juggler, dog. That's how I do it. I keeps the foot on the what? On the necks. Shout outs to Gerald. You know what I'm saying? He wanted me to come back to my foot on the necks mode, dog. Shout outs to you, brother. I'm keeping the foot on the what? On the necks. Listen, man, when you that obese and that fucking big, you need to take Viagra. You can't fuck. This is the motherfucker that's trying to tell you about boxing, but he can't even fuck a girl. Go look at one of the conditions of erectile dysfunction. You know which one is on top of the list? Obesity, motherfuckers. And that motherfucker's obese as shit. And you letting an obese motherfucker that probably look like his ass ain't ever visit a fucking gym in his life gonna tell you about boxing? Let alone Errol the Truth Spence? That's right. I keeps the foot on the what? On the necks. I keeps the foot on the what? On the necks of these Rudy Poo and these plum brain ultra fanboys. And a chicken George motherfucker that's mentally disturbed. We don't know what his mental diagnosis is. I told you, I done talked to a bunch of mental health clinicians, and we have to revamp the DSM-5. Matter of fact, we got to do a DSM-6. Them motherfuckers come out every 10 to 15 years. But we got to create a whole new book for this motherfucker. Because we need to figure out what his diagnosis is. We don't know it yet. All we know is he's Chicken George. And when we find out what his diagnosis is, we will properly administer it to his ass. These are the motherfuckers that's giving you the hatred of Errol the True Spence. It's so much so to the point where even their own people have unsubbed from them. And their own people are uproaring against them. Because it's about time people give Errol the True Spence his props, man. And stop hating on that man. That's why I said the man needs a little breathing room. Because the man has sat here and give you greatness on top of greatness on top of greatness. It's not fanboy shit. This is real shit. When you see a fighter that is special, you acknowledge it. Just like those that believe that Terrence Bud Crawford is special, and I give them credit. The JBs of the world, the Ronnie Boy Freshes of the world, they believe that Terrence Bud Crawford is special. And I understand when they say that. Do I call them a fanboy for that shit? No. Then why the fuck motherfuckers calling me a fanboy? Because I'm acknowledging my dude is special? Yeah. Errol the True Spence is special. When you look at that dude, you can see, you know what I'm saying, that he has the greatness to be one of the greats of all times. When you see Terrence Bud Crawford, it's the same thing. But I'm about to give y'all some see, this is going to show y'all why I'm an 80s baby. I don't know if y'all ever watched that anime, Fist of the North Star. Oof. This is going to hit with some cats. Because they're going to know what I'm talking about. Because I think I was telling JB this the other day. You got two guys. Errol the True Spence reminds me of Kenshiro. I don't know if y'all know who Kenshiro is, but do y'all research. Remember, there's an anime called Fist of the North Star. This was the anime before Dragon Ball Z. This was the shit. If y'all ain't watched this shit, y'all need to go watch it. That was the shit. And then you have Raru. Errol the True Spence reminds me of Kenshiro. And Terrence Bud Crawford reminds me of Raru. Remember, there could only be one Fist of the North Star. The thing is, Kenshiro and Raul were so special that they both could have the ability to inherit the Fist of the North Star. But the problem is, they both were born in the same generation. Obviously, the Fist of the North Star is Kenshiro. That's who Errol the True Spence is. So the moral of the story of what I'm trying to say is Terrence Bud Crawford, just like Raul, was born in the wrong generation. And you guys will see, just like when Kenshiro and Raul fought and the ultimate victor was Kenshiro, and you'll find out why. That's the same thing when Errol the True Spence and Terrence Bud Crawford fight. You're going to find out why Errol the True Spence is Kenshiro and why Terrence Bud Crawford is Raul. If anybody ain't watched Fist of the North Star, that Japanese anime, y'all need to watch that shit, man. That shit was the best shit smoking. It was Dragon Ball Z before Dragon Ball Z. All right? Y'all need to check that shit out. Y'all see what I'm talking about. But this is the point that I'm trying to say, man. These motherfuckers, haters, trolls. There was this other cat, Boxing Zane, whatever the fuck this dude's name is. I don't even know what the fuck he looked like. Thank goodness he's hiding himself, because he might be another bad fella. He might have another obese condition, 400 to 500 fucking pounds. That motherfucker got the nerve to say that Errol the True Spence, look at his nipples and shit like that. He's VADA testing. He's on drugs and shit like that. I mean, come on, man. The man has never tested positive for anything. He has never been suspected of anything. So why are people now sitting here trying to denigrate this man and trying to, you know what I'm saying, bring down his performances? That's what I noticed, man. Success attracts fucking haters and detractors. I'm going to say that again. Success detracts haters and fucking detractors and motherfucking trolls. That's what it does, man. Cats can't appreciate that. And what I'm learning with Errol the True Spence, it don't matter what that man does, dog. Cats are going to continue to hate that motherfucker, man. He damned if he does and he damned if he don't. Because once he beats Terrence Bud Crawford, they're going to say, well, you know, he was the bigger guy. He was the weight bully. He was on some VADA shit. They're going to come up with some bullshit. Then once he beats Canelo, oh, Canelo was too old by then. You know what I'm saying? You know, Errol the True Spence picked him at the right time. He cherry picked him. They always going to come with some bullshit, man. I already see that. And I've already prepared my mind for that. That's why, you know, especially after I didn't get my concession defeat video and motherfuckers was being sore losers about shit, I learned from right then and there, Errol the True Spence, just like myself, will not get respect put on our name. But y'all let me know what y'all think. This is He Knows the Sport. Checking out.